Guys, I am reacting to YouTube Supreme Court and the Tamila Horsford story. Before I start this video, I have to do a disclaimer. I am not a police officer, nor am I a detective. I am not a crime scene investigator analyst. The opinion expressed in this video is my opinion and my opinion only, and I have not been paid to give my opinion. Everything I'm about to say to you is alleged because the people have not been found guilty in a court of law, nor have they been charged with a crime. Fortunately, there is no statute of limitations on murder. This is the crime scene of Tamila Horsford. Tamila Horsford attended a sleepover slash birthday party November the 4th, 2018. Little did she know that she would never walk out of that party. The house is located at 4450 Woodlet. Sometime after 12:30 a.m. the morning of November the 5th, 2018, Tamila Horsford, in my opinion, was murdered. The reason I say 12:30 a.m. is because Tamila Horsford FaceTimed her pregnant stepdaughter. Now this content is from Supreme Court with Judge and Miss Cross and two-piece. All this takes place in a place called Cummings, Georgia. The birthday party is for a woman called John. But let's start with this woman, this so-called Aunt Madeline. It turns out that Madeline is really not the aunt of John, but a friend of her mother's. And supposedly, she looked out of this kitchen window, which is located on the other side of this door behind one of them chairs, and she saw Tamila Horsford laying out here in the yard. Now, if Tamila Horsford supposedly fell from that balcony, she would have been a little bit further down. The location where supposedly Aunt Madeline saw her was 5 or 6 feet away from where she would have fell off of that balcony. And she landed face down. So I guess it's her left leg would have been pointing at that balcony. And she was 5 or 6 feet away from that balcony. So how could they say that she fell from that balcony? The place that they call the basement, it does not exist. This is the area where the party was held, right out here on this back porch, which is located on the lower level, which would not be the basement, because a basement is someplace that's underground. All right. They say that Tamila fell from that balcony, which would have been in the middle of the house. Tamila Horsford did not fall from that balcony, nor did she fall down these stairs. The bruises that Tamila Horsford had were blunt force trauma. And the judge is the only one that seems to think that she died from blunt force trauma. Tamila Horsford didn't fall from no balcony. Tamila Horsford wasn't pushed down no stairs. Tamila Horsford was beaten to death. Tamila Horsford had blunt force to the forehead. She had a busted eye, broken lips, a busted nose, temporal hemorrhaging, a broken neck, broken ribs, broken clavicle, a compound fracture to the wrist. It's no way that could have happened from this little fall. No way. From a fall down 16 steps, it's no way. Tamila Horsford had to be beaten to death. And these people have not been convicted in a court of law, but they're all suspects because 2 weeks after this happened, they were all seen by neighbors meeting at that house. And I guess it was in order to get their stories together. So this case needs to be reopened and it needs to be turned over to the FBI because this was not only a murder, this was a cover-up. And how can you expect police to investigate themselves? Come on, guys. This was a murder and a cover-up. Tamila Horsford didn't fall from no balcony. Tamila Horsford was not pushed down those stairs. Because at the end of the day, she would have just ended up with some bumps and bruises. Not a broken neck, a fractured skull, a broken nose, a busted eye. Come on. A fractured clavicle, damage to even her heart muscle. A fractured compound wrist. No way. I fell down some stairs one time and all I got was a bruised butt. And I almost got a whooping because I was playing on the stairs in the first place. This was a murder. And this house is also in a cove. And one of the residents in that cove had a doorbell camera. But the police didn't even talk to them. This case needs to be reopened. Because Tamila Horsford deserves justice. And the people that did that to her need to go to jail. And fortunately, there is no statute of limitations on murder. So we are asking that the FBI take this case over and investigate what happened to Tamila Horsford. Because this $450,000 home was sold for $200,000. This woman wanted to hurry up and get out of Dodge. And it was 4 men at that party, not just Jose and Tom. It was 4 men at that party, a party that was supposed to be for all women. So y'all, come on, open this case up. Turn it over to the FBI and let the FBI find out what happened to Tamila Horsford. Because the basement that they keep saying, there is no basement on this home. This is a lower level. This house had 3 levels to it. One for the master bedroom, then the middle of the house, and then the main floor. They said Tamila Horsford went out on the balcony to smoke. That's a lie, because Tamila Horsford could have came right out of this door and smoked as many cigarettes as she wanted to. Tamila Horsford was never up there on that floor where that balcony was. This case needs to be reopened. Let the FBI take it over. All right, guys. I said what I had to say. Y'all stay healthy, stay blessed, and I'm out. Oh, yeah, one more thing. The lady named Two Piece seems to think that Tamila Horsford's mouth was fixed in that state because she fell flat on her face, and I disagree. Tamila Horsford's mouth was fixed in a circular motion because she was being force-fed that tequila that she brought to that party to make it appear that she had been drinking. Everybody else said Tamila Horsford was fine. But when they did her autopsy, she had a level of alcohol in her system that could have been terminal. She was force-fed that liquor. They just poured it down her throat. Come on, guys. We got to reopen this case.